Next week is shaping up to be one of the strongest drops for VR fans across MetaQuest, PSVR2, and PCVR. We're getting major updates, new content expansions, and fresh releases that push gameplay, visuals, and replayability forward in a big way. If you want some competitive cave running, story-driven exploration, chaotic physics horror, or themed worlds packed with secrets, there's something landing for every type of player. So let's break down the biggest VR games and news you absolutely don't want to miss. Neolithic Dawn. Set in a scientifically grounded prehistoric era, Neolithic Dawn places you inside a vast open environment built around authentic survival mechanics. You gather resources, craft tools, shape settlements, and manage food, warmth, and shelter as the world shifts through weather cycles and ecosystem changes.
The standout feature is its generational progression system, where each character eventually dies and your tribe continues through descendants who inherit skills and stats.
Hunting, tracking animals, maintaining community morale, and expanding territory create a long-form survival loop. Its skill tree structure encourages specialization, while environmental hazards push constant adaptation. Built natively for Quest, it emphasizes large maps, handcrafted biomes, and realistic day-night behavior. The 1.0 release brings improved AI, expanded crafting, and narrative events. Karts. Karts delivers a full arcade racing package rebuilt for standalone VR, focusing on tight drift mechanics, responsive steering, and fast track layouts. Each race features item pickups, boost pads, and shortcuts that encourage aggressive play. Players unlock karts, cosmetic parts, and performance upgrades by progressing through cups or competing online. Tracks cover street circuits, jungles, deserts, and neon arenas, each with extraordinary hazards designed for VR visibility. Multiplayer supports real-time matchmaking, leaderboard events, and seasonal challenges tied to kart customization. The system optimizes motion handling to reduce discomfort while maintaining speed. Its physics favor accessible driving rather than simulation, making drift timing, corner entry, and well-timed boosts the core of high-level play. Flight Unlimited. On Quest focuses on accessible but detailed aviation, offering free flight zones, structured missions, and aircraft training scenarios. You pilot multiple plane types with cockpit-accurate controls, weather systems, turbulence modeling, and realistic stall behavior. Environments include high-resolution landscapes, coastal regions, and cityscapes optimized for standalone headsets. Missions range from sightseeing tours to rescue flights, landing challenges, and timed navigation routes. Cockpit interactions use native VR hand tracking or controllers, allowing manual switches, throttle control, and instrument checks to balance technical depth with comfort. The game supports replayability through dynamic weather presets, different aircraft loadouts, and progressive mission unlocks. Its goal is to deliver a full aviation sandbox without requiring PCVR hardware. Healer. Healer is designed specifically for Quest 3's upgraded pass-through, resolution, and gesture accuracy. You play a support class mage who relies on hand-tracked spells, shield constructs, and healing sigils to keep party members alive during encounters. The campaign combines dungeon exploration, boss arenas, and puzzle chambers where abilities shape progression. Health management, cooldown timing, and elemental combinations matter more than damage output. Combat waves introduce enemies that target you directly, forcing quick spell pattern recognition. The game uses spatial mapping to anchor effects in real scale, letting barriers, projectiles, and healing zones form precisely where your gestures land. Progression unlocks new spell trees, equipment relics, and co-op options for coordinated party play. Its design emphasizes high-fidelity mixed reality spellcasting. Les Mills XR Dance. This one builds on the studio's fitness pedigree, translating professional choreography into VR with motion-tracked routines created by real trainers. Every session focuses on rhythm accuracy, full-body movement, and stamina pacing, supported by licensed pop and electronic tracks. PCVR hardware enables high-resolution avatars, reactive lighting, and stage-style environments that adjust dynamically to tempo. Each routine is divided into teach, practice, and performance segments, helping players learn choreography smoothly. The system evaluates arm speed, footwork accuracy, and body alignment to score technique. Leaderboards and progression tiers encourage repeated play. Calibration tools adapt difficulty to fitness level, while tracking algorithms ensure precise detection of quick directional changes, jumps, and cross-body moves.
Pocket Lands. Pocket Lands is all about town building, exploration, and resource automation into a VR miniature world format. You manage a growing settlement by assigning villagers to gather materials, construct buildings, and expand territory tile by tile. Each biome introduces new resources, wildlife behaviors, and environmental challenges that affect production rates. Exploration involves physically leaning in to inspect areas, triggering events such as ambushes, treasure discoveries, or weather shifts that alter management strategy. Crafting chains link farms, workshops, and marketplaces, allowing optimization of supply flows. Quest interaction lets you pick up characters or structures directly, reposition them, or speed construction by performing VR gestures.
Upgrades unlock higher-tier buildings, combat units, and research paths that gradually push your settlement into larger strategic decision-making. Tin Hearts, Act 1.
Tin Hearts Act 1 adapts its diorama-based puzzle adventure fully into VR, letting you manipulate handcrafted toy environments from multiple angles. The storyline follows an inventor's family, with puzzles tied to memory fragments that unlock as you guide tin soldiers to their exit. Every level introduces mechanical devices such as cannons, trampolines, moving blocks, and time rewind features that modify soldier paths. VR interaction allows direct placement and rotation of objects, shrinking down to toy scale or viewing puzzles from giant perspective for clarity. Act 1 includes the first major chapter of the narrative, focusing on emotional beats tied to invention and loss. Performance upgrades for Quest hardware enable sharper textures, smoother lighting, and more animated set pieces. VR Giants is an asymmetric co-op adventure where one player becomes a massive giant in VR and the other plays a small platforming character on a linked device. The VR giant physically lifts bridges, shields hazards, blocks projectiles, and manipulates structures to help the small character cross intricate levels. Precision hand tracking allows careful placement of giant hands and environmental objects. The small character handles jumps, switches, and enemy dodging. Cooperation is essential, with puzzles designed around timing between players. The Quest release includes expanded biomes, updated models, refined collision systems, and improved haptics. The campaign spans over 20 levels with escalating difficulty, boss encounters, and secret collectibles that require perfect synchronization between both roles.
And let the caves talk.
Crave centers on physics-based spelunking inside procedurally generated cavern systems, each containing branching tunnels, vertical shafts, and environmental hazards. Players climb rock surfaces, swing across gaps, crawl through tight formations, and manage stamina as routes become more demanding. Lighting plays a major role, with glow sticks, lanterns, and headlamps interacting dynamically with moisture, fog, and mineral textures. The game introduces rare fauna encounters, collectible artifacts, and hidden chambers requiring specific climbing techniques. PCVR hardware enables high-resolution stone detail, reactive dust particles, and physically simulated rope tools. A challenge mode adds timed runs, survival modifiers, and leaderboard competitions, while the main expedition mode emphasizes careful exploration, mapping tunnels, and managing limited oxygen or battery resources. Salmon Man has that absurd humor with physics-driven action as you control a humanoid salmon navigating quirky environments. Movement relies on flopping, sliding, and momentum-based jumps that react dynamically to terrain. Levels introduce hazards like fishing nets, industrial machinery, predators, and environmental obstacles that require precise timing. Puzzle sequences involve transforming into different salmon states or using water flow systems to propel yourself through pipes and channels. The story unfolds through environmental storytelling across fisheries, laboratories, and wilderness areas. Combat is slapstick but strategic, allowing tail smacks, charge attacks, and object manipulation. Differences between PCVR and Quest versions focus on texture resolution and environmental density, but core mechanics, progression systems, and unlockable abilities remain intact.
Let's move on to what else is happening. Tracked Shoot to Survive Update 1.2.0. The new 1.2.0 update adds post-story free exploration, letting players continue scavenging, fighting, and upgrading after finishing the campaign. It also includes improved AI behavior, balance adjustments, new quality of life fixes, and expanded progression options to make late-game runs more replayable. Deadly Delivery Review. Deadly Delivery blends slapstick physics with horror as players haul cursed packages through chaotic environments. The game shines in multiplayer, where unpredictable physics and escalating hazards produce constant laughs. Solo play works, but cooperative runs amplify the tension and comedy, making it best enjoyed with friends. Legendary Tales Dawn of History DLC reveal. Next year's Dawn of History DLC expands Legendary Tales with new dungeons, historical-themed environments, enemies, gear sets, and progression systems. The update aims to deepen co-op action RPG gameplay with longer quests, expanded crafting paths, and storyline content designed to re-energize endgame players. Walkabout Minigolf Alice in Wonderland expansion. The new Wonderland-themed course recreates iconic environments from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, including surreal geometry, whimsical characters, and layered traversal puzzles. Players follow a thematic path through the story while navigating complex holes crafted with Walkabout's signature precision and exploration-focused secrets. Crave Competitive Arcade Mode and PCVR launch. Crave adds a fast-paced arcade mode featuring timed runs, score multipliers, and cave layouts designed purely for competitive play. Its PCVR release next week includes enhanced lighting, sharper textures, and physics refinements, offering expanded traversal depth beyond the upcoming Quest version. And that wraps up everything arriving next week across Quest, PSVR2, and PCVR. From feature-loaded updates to surprising DLC reveals and new genre experiments, VR continues evolving faster than ever. Every title we covered adds something unique, whether it's new mechanics, deeper worlds, or replay-heavy modes. So if you're looking for must-play experiences, this upcoming lineup delivers plenty of reasons to jump back into your headset. Stay tuned, stay updated, and get ready for another packed week in virtual reality.
Almost buried us. I didn't think that all this would draw me in.